Oh, good day. My name is Cecil Maria Hembrador, and I will be performing PT2, which is about ACL. So first, we're going to put our last name and first name in here. It's here, user profile, and then for the name, Hembrador, Jezreel, right. And then for the email, Hembrador at mymail.mapua.edu.ph. Okay, and then press OK. So now we're going to perform the activity. So instructions, background, the topology is composed of network between R1, R2, and R3 using single area OSPF. The network is then connected to the internet where the ISP router resides. The passwords for all routers are as follows. Privilege password and NAPA, console password, and virtual terminal password. So for the task, check for the end-to-end connectivity by sending a simple PDU or using ping to ensure that the network is working before any ACLs are implemented. Okay, so we're going to do the ping. We're going to test the ping. So to do that, I am pinging PC6 in network B3 from PC1. So we click PC1, desktop command prompt, and then we're going to ping the PC6, which is 172.16 dot 16.10.222. Uh so let's wait. So as we can see, the ping is successful, confirming that the routing is working. So next, we're going to test the where to test that the web server is working. Open a web browser in any PC and type the URL http://acl.com. So we're going to go to the web browser. We're going to the web browser and we're going to try to type http / acl.com, and let's wait. So as you can see, this is hostname unresolved. So to fix this, we're going to type the IP address instead. So 209 http 209 the 165 the 100.200. So as you can see, the site is successfully loaded. So next, to test the remote access to R1, open Telnet SSH client application in the desktop of any PC, then select SSH, type user01, and put any IP address in R1 interface. The password is user01 pass. So next is the SSH test. So let's close this. Um, I will test the remote access. I am attempting to SSH into router 1 from PC1. I am able, so we're going to go to the telnet SSH, and then for the host name I will type um 10.10.10.1, and then for the username is user01, then connect. So for the password, user 01pass exclamation. As you can see, uh, I am able to log in successfully. This represents a security risk as an unauthorized users from network A should not have administrative access to the router. So now after we have successfully uh, done the testing, so we're going to implement the ACLs now. Okay. So for the step 1, we're going to secure the remote access in R1. So we're going to, now I will begin the configuration on router 1. I will access PC1 to access R1 and then go to the terminal. So I need to restrict remote management to only the IT administrators. I will create a standard ACL named remote access. So we're going to enter, then the password conpa 55 exclamation, and then enable, then enapa 55 exclamation, and then we're going to configure terminal, and then we're going to type IP access list standard remote access. So next, I will permit the specific host PC4 and PC5. So we're going to type permit host 172.16.10.126 and permit host 172.16.10.190. And then we're going to type deny any and exit. So now I will apply this class to the VTY line 0 through 15 to enforce the rule. So we're going to type line VTY 0 to 15 and then access class remote access in and then write memory to save. Okay, so we're going to close PC1 now. Now we're moving on with the router 2. So we're going to access PC4 to access router 2. Modify the ACL in R2 such that it allows only PC1, PC2, and network A3 to reach network B3. Others are implicitly denied. Note, use the host command for PC1 and PC2. So we're going to click PC4 and then desktop terminal, and then let's conpa 55 exclamation, then enable, then enapa 55 exclamation, then configure terminal. Configure terminal. And then I will remove the old list to start fresh, which, so we type no access list 10. And then now I will add the specific permits for PC1, PC2, and the A3 subnet. So we're going to type access list 10 permit host 192.168.10 10.126, and then we're going to change access list 10 permit host 192. Oh, it's the same 192.168.10.190, and then access list then permit host. Oh, there's no host, so we're going to delete that. So that's 192.168.10.192 and 0.0.0.31. Standard ACLs filter by source, so I must apply this outbound in the interface closest to the destination. That is the Gigabit Ethernet 02. So here we type interface Gigabit Ethernet 02 0/2 when IP access group 10 out, and then end, and then write memory. So now we're done with the router 2. So finally we're going to the router 3. I need to secure the internet connection. I will create an extended ACL named surf_out to allow PC1 to send HTTP and HTTPS traffic. So here to access R3, we need to access PC6, desktop, then terminal, then OK, and then and I mean conpa 5, and then enable and napa 55, and then configure terminal. So here we're going to type IP access list extended surf_out, and then permit TCP host 192.168.10.126, then any EQ80. So that's permit TCP host 192.168.10.126 any EQ80, and then we're going to type the same, but this time for 43. So permit TCP host 192.168.10.126 any EQ 443, and then we're going to deny IP any, and then exit. To allow the return traffic, I will create a second ACL named surf_in. This will only allow TCP traffic that is part of an already established connection to return to PC1. So to do this, we're going to type IP access list extended surf_in permit TCP any host 192.168.10.126 established, and then deny IP any then exit. Now I will apply these rules to the one interface, gigabit Ethernet 00. So here we're going to type interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0 IP access group serve out and then IP access group serve in and write memory. So we're done applying the ACLs. So next is we're going to check the ACLs. I check if the ACLs are working as intended. So to test, so now we're going to test. We are going to verify R1 protection SSH action. So we're going to go to PC4 and then go to the command prompt. I'm checking if PC4 can still SSH to R1. So we're going to type SSH and so on user 01 10.10.10.1. So for the password, we're going to type user 01 pass. PC4 is allowed access. Now I will switch to PC1, which should be blocked. So as you can see, I can access R1 in this PC4. So next we're going to PC1 and then command prompt. And we're going to type the same command. So we're going to enter. As you can see, it says connection refused by remote host. So the connection is refused. This confirms the remote access ACL is working. So next, we're going to verify R2 filtering, which is the ping action. So we're going to stay on PC1. PC1 should be allowed to ping network B3. So we're going to go to command prompt. We're going to type ping 172.16.10.222, which is the PC6. I mean, which is for the R2. Ping is successful. Now I will try from PC4, which is not allowed on the list. So we're going to PC4, command prompt, and we're going to do the same command. So we're going to ping 192 the 16.10. Oh, that's 172, my bad. 172.16.10.222. As you can see here, the destination host is unreachable. This confirms access list 10 is currently filtering traffic. So next is we are going to verify R3 web access action. So I will confirm that PC1 can still access the internet through the R3 firewall. So we're going to the web browser. And we're going to type http /209 165.100.200. So the web page loads successfully, confirming that our surf underscore out and surf underscore in rules are allowing legitimate traffic while protecting the edge. This completes the activity. So that's it. So I'm going to try to check results. Oh, as you can see here, the completion is already 100% on the lower left. So now I will save the file, and that's it. Thank you.